So I want you to just imagine this because I've been where you are and nobody ever expanded my mind to help me to see what was possible in the future. I want you to imagine and anticipate. This is what I tell my clients all the time. Start living from a place of anticipation of your success, of your transformation. But I want you to imagine total freedom. Like, what if right now you could get in your car and you could walk into any store, you could try on anything that you love and buy clothes because they make you feel amazing, not because they fit you at a certain size. I remember being there. I remember like walking around thinking, I remember one time trying on a shirt that was so small and I thought it would fit me, and I went into the ladies' room and I was stuck inside of it. I was stuck in it. Even worse, like all of my bronzer, and it was a white shirt, all of my bronzer and everything was on it, like forcing me to have to buy a shirt that I knew wouldn't fit me, right? Like that I went on later to actually be able to wear. But I remember how much that brought me down. So I want you to just imagine that you can go into a store, buy any outfit because it makes you feel amazing, not because it just fits. And for that matter, I want you to imagine, like, what if food no longer controlled you? And instead of you constantly feeling bound by emotional eating because your life is hard, circumstances, stress, all the things, instead of feeling bound by emotional eating, you were just free. Like, get a vision of that. You were free to actually enjoy food without guilt, free to actually live the life that you were meant to live, free from the mindset that has been holding you back. I remember being there. I know what it feels like to struggle. I know what it feels like to turn to food for comfort, to feel completely trapped in the cycle of eating and emotions, like where I just couldn't get out of it because food kept giving me what I wanted when I was emotional, not what I needed, right? I tell my clients all the time, if hunger isn't the problem, food isn't the solution. But what if you were free from that? What if there were right now no longer a trap where you felt compelled to eat because of emotions? I mean, I also know what it feels like to just break free, right? And to live with expectancy in anticipation that it's going to work this time. This is different. This time I'm going to make it. I have been, and I'm saying this because I want you to see somebody who's a few steps ahead of you. I have been completely set free from the grip of emotional eating, and you can be set free too. The truth is that losing weight is nobody ever says this. It is so much more than just a number on the scale. When you hyper focus on that number, looking down at that number, it keeps you from looking up and looking forward in the direction that you're going. Weight loss is about so much more than that number on the scale. It's about seeing and believing that it's possible for you to be free and then actually experiencing true freedom, right? Like when you start a journey of healthy living, you don't just lose weight. You gain back a lot of what you lost at the very beginning. Like there are so many things about weight loss that pulled me forward once I started realizing that what I was gaining was on the periphery, right? It was the byproduct of weight loss weight loss is a byproduct of health, but the things that I was gaining on the periphery were a byproduct of losing weight. For example, the ability to choose any clothes that you want, feeling confident and powerful, like dressing the way you want to dress, right? Freedom from like food just completely controlling you, and no more like obsessing over guilt, no more beating yourself up and self-condemnation and all of that negative self-talk. Do you know what I'm talking about, right? Another side effect of losing weight is mental clarity, spiritual discernment. Nobody ever talks about the spiritual discernment component of weight loss, just with cutting out sugar alone. But you get mental clarity and you get this overwhelming peace, emotional peace that comes from transforming your thinking. That's why my program is all founded on Romans 12:2. Do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed through the renewing of your mind. Other things are energy. I mean, I'm 52 and I'm running laps. I'm keeping up with my kids. And I have young children. I had children very late in life. When you lose weight, there's an energy that completely radiates into every single aspect of your life, into your work, into your relationships, into you stepping into your dreams, right? When you lose the weight, things just change. A sense of purpose where you no longer feel like you're showing up and living life on accident, but instead you're designing a life that you love. Doesn't that sound amazing? It is time. It's time for you to have this. It's time for you to aim higher than just weight loss. It's time to desire real transformation, the kind that completely corrects all of your thinking, all of your believing, because how you're behaving and the results you're getting are directly related to what you're believing and what you're allowing yourself to attach to think about. When you lose the weight, you start to gain that desire. Real transformation happens. Your thinking starts to be corrected. Why is it every time I hit the live button, I get something in my eye? When you start losing weight and you're eating the right foods, things start to be healed from the inside out. Your emotions start to be healed. You start to feel yourself pulling God closer, in fact, desiring to pull him closer in the way that he has intended for you to do. You need to know that if you're struggling in weight loss, you lose momentum, you spiral out of control, you don't know how to come back after a slip up, all of this, you do not have to do this alone. I did not have access to a Christian thought leader when I was struggling to lose my weight. I didn't know who could help me change myself, right? I remember hiring a woman in another country and paying her $500 and not doing anything she told me to do because she wasn't fixing my problem. I didn't have a weight loss problem. I had a thinking problem, a believing problem, a will problem, an obedience problem. I couldn't get myself to renew my mind to see why it was important. I didn't understand that it wasn't about chasing a number on the scale or chasing weight loss. It was about realizing what else I would gain. I didn't know who to turn to that could help me to renew my mind so that I could change myself. I simply could not lose weight because I wouldn't do what it took to lose the weight. But you're different. You have access to a thought leader, a certified Christian life coach who has written a Christian weight loss program. I didn't have access to that. I didn't even know how to Google that when I was trying to lose my weight. I am here to guide you step by step. That's what I do. You don't come into my programs and I abandon you. I'm here. Like where you see me in this office is where I live. I mean, this is right below my bedroom. This is my commute to the office. I don't leave. God has assigned me to this mountain and I guide you. I give you the map. I give you the tools. I give you the understanding. I give you all the things so that you can lose weight from the inside out, spirit, soul, and body. I guide you step by step, day by day, showing you how to intentionally design your life on purpose. And when you work with me together, we're going to work through the emotional patterns and all of the beliefs that have kept you stuck, keeping you from believing that you're ever going to lose weight, kept you stuck thinking that you're never going to find the right weight loss solution. And when we work together, I'm going to help you to build a healthier relationship with food. And even more importantly than that, with yourself. If I can break free, so can you. Don't settle for less when God has so much more available for you. You're so worthy. You're so worthy of living a life that feels as good as it looks. So let's take that first step together because you deserve to be free, even in weight loss.